The Wizard of Oz.
Dog. That's the best little black dog there is. Everything round here is gray, but you're all black. Do you know that, Toto? I know. I'll throw the ball against the house, and you catch it. That's it, Toto. Now bring it back here. There's a good dog.
Dorothy, stop that racket this instant.
Sorry, Aunt Em. Toto and I were just playing.
There's no need to play that loud, now is there?
Sorry, Aunt Em. There's a powerful wind blowing.
I wish your Uncle Henry would come home. It's ages since he went to the store.
Did you used to play, Aunt Em, when you were my age?
Of course I did.
But you don't play now. You hardly even smile.
When you've been on this prairie as long as I have.
Uncle Henry's the same. I don't think I've ever heard Uncle Henry laugh.
Your Uncle Henry works himself into the ground from morning to night. What in the world would he find to laugh about?
Maybe some people laugh from the sheer joy of being alive.
What nonsense, child. Joy, indeed. With our crops failing 4 years out of 5, and our cows ailing, and the bank manager all set to foreclose on our loans.
What's that, Aunt Em?
Oh, storm's getting worse. Better come inside. Come on. Oh, I pray to God it's not a twister.
A twister?
A cyclone, child. A whirlwind storm mighty enough to crush any person or building in its path.
What about Toto? He's only a little dog.
You just be sure to hang on to him.
Cyclone's on its way. Looks like a bad one, Em. You open the cellar, I'll see to the livestock.
Quick, Dorothy, now. Follow me to the cellar.
Coming, Aunt Em.
Oh, don't dawdle, child. We'll be safe underground.
Toto, this is no time for games. We have to get down to the cellar. Oh, no. Toto, we're turning. I do believe we're rising into the air! Oh my! It's all right, Toto! It's all right! Oh my! Toto! Know something, Toto? We must be at the exact center of the cyclone. That's why it's so still. But we're definitely getting higher. All right, you can get down now. Nothing to see out the window. Guess it's always nighttime in the middle of a cyclone. Mind you, it's a nice feeling, like being rocked in a giant cradle. Oh, Toto, no! Not the trap door! I must... Wait, there's his ear, thank goodness! The pressure of the wind is keeping him aloft! Come back here, you silly dog! I wonder what will happen when we land, Toto. We may be dashed to pieces. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to frighten you. It's just this is all so strange. If only Auntie Em had told us what to do if we were ever carried away in a cyclone. Oh, dear. Toto, I do believe we're falling. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Here we go. We stopped. No broken bones. House seems to be in one piece. But where are we? How warm it is. Toto, look. Sunlight pouring through the window. Toto, do you hear what I hear? Well, we can't sit in this house forever. We'd better open the door. I have a feeling we're not in Kansas anymore, Toto. Everything's so green, and the trees are simply weighed down with fruit. Oh, and the flowers. I never knew so many colors existed. Don't worry, Toto. That's only a stream. I've read about it. This is one of those places that has fresh water rushing along between green banks. And the sky is blue, not gray like we're used to. And, here come the natives. Oh, my. These are the strangest folk I've ever seen. They're not as big as grown-ups, but they're not children either. The men must be as old as Uncle Henry. Some of them have beards. And their hats must be a foot long, with bells on them. How odd. Oh, don't growl, Toto. It isn't polite. That tall woman must be their leader. She's a lot older than Aunt Em, judging by her wrinkles.
You are welcome, most noble sorceress, to the land of the Munchkins. We are grateful to you for having killed the wicked witch of the East.
You're very kind, but there must be some mistake. I haven't killed anything.
Your house did, and that is the same thing. See? There are the wicked witch's toes, sticking out from under the wall.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Our house must have fallen on her. Whatever shall I do?
Do? Nothing to be done, my dear. She is quite definitely dead.
But who was she?
The wicked witch of the East. She has held all the Munchkins in bondage for many years, making them slave for her night and day.
Now we are free!
And you are our liberator!
I have to confess, I never intended to liberate anyone. Before I landed here, I'd never even heard of the Munchkins. Are you a Munchkin?
No, but I am their friend. I'm not as powerful as the wicked witch who ruled here, or I should have set the people free myself. I am the witch of the North.
A witch? Oh, you can't be.
Indeed I am.
But you look so kind.
That's because I am a good witch and the people love me. Now, thanks to you, there is only one wicked witch in Oz. The one who lives in the West.
But Aunt Em told me that the witches had all died years and years ago.
Well, who is Aunt Em?
She's my aunt who lives in Kansas, where I come from.
I have never heard of Kansas. Is it a civilized country?
Oh, yes, immensely civilized. We learned that at school.
That accounts for it. In the civilized countries, there are no witches left. Nor wizards, nor sorceresses, nor magicians. But you see, the land of Oz is still entirely uncivilized. Therefore, our witches and wizards flourish.
Who are the wizards?
Oz himself is the greatest wizard, more powerful than all the rest of us put together. He lives in the city of Emeralds.
Oh, gracious! The feet of the wicked witch! They've disappeared! Nothing's left except her shoes.
The old hag was so brittle that she dried up quickly in the sun. But her silver shoes are yours to wear.
That's awfully kind of you, but I don't think Aunt Em would allow me to accept them.
The Wicked Witch was proud of those shoes.
There's a magic charm connected with them, but what it is, we never knew.
Thank you. What a lovely present. I think you're all very lucky to live in such a beautiful country, but I mustn't stay here.
Why not, my dear?
I must get back to my aunt and uncle. They're bound to be worried about me.
Of course, you must go at once. Let's see. A route from here to Kansas. What do you advise, Munchkins?
Whatever you do, don't go east. You'll come to an immense desert. No one could live to cross it.
It's the same as the South.
As for the West, that territory is ruled by the Wicked Witch.
She would make you her slave if you passed her way.
Her slave? Oh, gracious, then I mustn't go west.
The North is my territory. You're welcome to cross it, but I'm afraid you'll come to the same immense desert that surrounds every region of Oz.
Don't worry. You're welcome to live here with the Munchkins.
Or with me in the North.
That's most kind, but I don't think... Auntie Em and Uncle Henry, if I don't get home soon, they're going to think something awful has happened.
There, my dear, don't fret. I shall have to use my witchcraft to solve your problem.
Witchcraft? Yeah.
Oh, can you? How does it work?
Watch carefully. I take my pointy cap, balance it carefully on the tip of my nose.
Oh, look, Toto, isn't that clever?
Count un, deux, trois, hey, presto!
I can hardly believe my eyes. Your cap has changed into a slate.
Naturally. Look, here is a message on the slate. Let Dorothy go to the City of Emeralds. Is your name Dorothy, dear?
It is.
Then you must go to the City of Emeralds. Perhaps the Wizard of Oz himself will help you.
Is Oz a good man?
They say he is a good wizard. But to tell you the truth, I have never met him.
How can I get there?
You must walk. Emerald City is exactly in the center of the country.
It's a long journey through a country that's sometimes pleasant,
But more often dark and terrible.
How do you mean? Dark and terrible.
Don't worry, dear. I will give you my kiss.
No one would dare injure a person who's been kissed by the Witch of the North.
Your kiss feels different from Aunt Anne's.
If you look in this mirror, you will see that it has left a round, shining mark on your forehead.
Oh, why, so it has.
Safe journey, my dear.
Oh, perhaps you have a map I could borrow?
Oh, no need. The road to Emerald City is paved with yellow brick.
Yes, you can't miss it.
When you get there, tell the wizard your story and ask him to help you.
That's right. Godspeed.
Goodbye, Munchkins. Thank you for your help.
Goodbye, my dear.
Thank you. Thank you so... Oh, gracious! The witch! She's disappearing into the air! Oh, don't be alarmed, Toto. I think we can expect to see lots of surprising things on our way back to Kansas. Are you hungry? Of course you are. We miss lunch. And supper, too, by now. I don't suppose the Munchkins will mind if we pick some of this fruit. Apples and pears and plums. These should help us through the journey. I don't know about my shoes, though. They look awfully worn and shabby. What do you think, Toto? Dare I try on the silver shoes that belong to the Wicked Witch of the East? They'd be just the thing for the long walk. Mind you, they may not fit me. Oh, they do fit. In fact, it's as though they were made especially for me.
Made especially for you, Miss Goody Two-Shoes. Just because you've killed one wicked witch, don't think the other one can't see what you're up to. My magic telescope shows me everything in Oz. I'm watching you, Miss Goody Goody. Go on. Walk down the yellow brick road. I'll be waiting for you.
I'm ready now, Toto. We'll go to the Emerald City and ask the Great Oz how to get back to Kansas.